Ladies with gentle hands, I was right. I was correct. I was 101. I was the only one to be correct about this, and a lot of people were doubting me the entire time. A lot of people deeply in the Multiversus fandom were actually sending me hate messages and saying, you just want to see the game fail. You just want to see a downfall. I'm not an idiot. I'm not stupid. I know when something feels bad. I know what it's like to have developers that suck. And I know people are going to say this all the time. The animations were so good. The lore was so awesome. It was interesting. Wrong again. Wrong again and wrong again. You see, I used to work on a game called Super Smash Flash 2. I made exactly two sprite models for it. And the people that made Super Smash Flash 2, the Mechaloid Gaming people that made that, actually cared about the entirety of the game. They cared about what it was. They cared about it and they got no monetary compensation for it. That is love and care for a video game. It felt good. Rivals of Aether feels good. Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl does not feel like a good game. It doesn't feel fun to play. It feels snappy and destructive. I hate that game. But as we have now, Multiversus is to shut down when Season 5 concludes in May. That is what is going on there. Multiversus is shutting down for good. Multiversus is shutting down for a second time. Now, everybody kept telling me when the beta first got closed down, everybody kept saying, oh, well, they're shutting it down to improve the game. That's what they're doing. They're shutting it down to improve the game. I'm angry. I'm angry because I kept telling people they're not shutting it down to improve the game. The player count dipped significantly lower than what they thought, so they're taking it off. Had the player count been up the entire time, had the player count been phenomenal, they wouldn't have took the game down. I promise you, they would not have done that. They weren't doing it to fix the game, because you can fix the game and still have it up. There are companies that can fix the game and still have the game up. I don't know why you have to take the game offline to change the game. You don't have to do that, and the changes that they had were not significant enough to take it off. I don't feel sad about it going away either. I don't. This should be a lesson. This should be a lesson, because a biggest thing that I've heard people tell me is, well, I said in my previous video, I said that the game should have 80 characters, and they said that's a big ask for a new game. Now, if this were a new IP with completely new characters, a new fighting game, one might say, I would say you're 100% correct. It would be a big ask. I 100% agree with you. However, we are not dealing with a new IP. We are dealing with a game that pulls from other IPs. We are dealing with a game that has Adventure Time, DC, Bugs Bunny, the entire Looney Tunes cast. We also have Rick and Morty, LeBron James for some odd, inexplicable reason, Beetlejuice, Powerpuff Girls, Samurai Jack, Adventure Time. There's so many IPs you could pull from. That alone should give you infinite, and I mean this with every semblance of just my word, infinite possibility. So this is the update they released. It's been an incredible ride, MVPs. Thank you all for the support. For more details, visit our blog post. Season 5 will serve as the final update for Multiversus, beginning 2/4/2025 and ending 5/30/2025. After Season 5 ends, players will be able to enjoy the game offline for the foreseeable future. This is disrespectful to the people that spent hundreds upon hundreds of hours with this game. This is disrespectful to the highest degree. I've never seen such a level of high disrespect to the people that actively cared about the game. I have a friend who has maybe logged 1,200 hours and has done all this gym nonsense, wasted so much money on the game, loves the game deeply. He just loves the game. He's a huge Bugs Bunny player and loves Harley Quinn. He just loves playing the game. That's his entire thing. This is disrespectful to him because of how much time he put into the game. The game hasn't even been out that long. This is a very short life cycle of a game. They should keep the servers up. They should keep the servers up off principle, because there's no way you decide to get rid of the game online and say, oh, well, we'll keep it offline. Disrespectful. The offline isn't even that good. There's not even much stuff to do. You should give out every skin for free. That's what you should do. You should give out all the skins for free. And if you're going to take the game offline, do that. At least keep the game online so we can play with other people online in a fun, quick match setting. That would be beautiful. Instead, I'm relegated to playing locally, or maybe through Parsec, Parsec. It's an app you can get that you can play remotely on somebody else's PC. If you want to do that, that's how I played Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 3. It's also how I played other games of variety such as Mario Kart Double Dash on the Dolphin emulator. I am disgusted by everything that Multiversus has done. Everybody continually told me, they kept saying, well, Multiversus is going to be a comeback. Multiversus comeback. You're just being negative. I'm not. I'm only negative when I'm 100% correct about something. I'm only negative when I'm 100% correct about how something is going to go. I mean that with my whole chest. You know what's crazy? Garten of Bonbon, Garten of Banban, that game's still going on. That's still going on. As a matter of fact, there's a bunch of games that are online that are still going. This is why I hate live service games. Because you never know all the time, effort, and dedication you spent into that game. It could just go offline. I can still load up Oni Musha. I can still load that game up easily. I can load it up in a heartbeat. It would take no effort for me to load that game up right now. It would be easy peasy, lemon squeezy. It would be a child's play game for me to do that. Any PS2 game that I own, Burnout 3 Paradise, no, Burnout 3 Takedown, I can easily, and I mean easily, load that game up. Without a shadow of a doubt, it will be no issue for me to load that game up. I am sickened by the fact that these game companies think that we're stupid. And you guys want to be stupid so bad. You guys were saying, oh, they put so much time, dedication, effort into the models and the interactions and the voice acting and all that. That doesn't matter if the game sucks. You can have the best background processes of all time. As a matter of fact, I could spend 6 years working on one video. I really could. I could spend 6 years getting the paneling right, the shot compositions right. I could do all that. Doesn't matter if nobody watches it. Doesn't really matter, does it? Doesn't really matter. But it's a labor of love. No, this is different. This is different. You put this game out for other people. I put that video out for other people. Unless I was making a video and making it strictly for myself, which I've done multiple times. There's hundreds upon hundreds of videos that are unlisted on my channel that will never be released simply by virtue of they were just for me. They're just for me. I just made them because I was bored and wanted to have a good reminder for myself. That is a labor of love. This is a labor of greed. People are saying, player first games really cares. They don't! You don't know how they think. You're blaming Warner Brothers all the time. You're just saying it's not them, it's the parent company. I'm going to tell you this right now from the bottom of my soul and my chest. Stop pitching the blame to the bigger company all the time and not to the actual developers who could have made the game feel good, be good. They had a copious amount of money. It's a small studio. They had time, they had resources, they had a bigger studio backing them. They could have done so much to make this game amazing, and they chose not to. They chose not to. Well, you guys can make a live service game and have infinite money be an infinite money glitch for us. You could have done that too. Fortnite did it. Despite all the people crapping on Fortnite and saying it's a bad game, all the IPs and collaborations it has throughout the progressive years, they're innovating and trying new things all the time, and it works because they listen to their community. They listen not to the competitive community, the bigger community. Multiversus wanted to be a competitive game without having a full roster at launch. You can't host tournaments if everybody has to unlock all the characters. That was the biggest issue. You can't host tournaments if everybody on every different system has to unlock all the characters. If I can't just outright buy the characters for one price, you can't host tournaments. Everybody is always telling me, oh, Smash Brothers, it's impossible to compete against Smash Brothers. It's very difficult to compete against Smash Brothers. It's not about competing against Smash Brothers. That's not a thing. Smash Brothers isn't the only platform fighter. The goal isn't to compete against Smash Brothers. The goal is to make a good game. Let's stop trying to do that. Let's just focus on making a good game first before trying to make a Smash Brothers killer. Because that's not the entire premise and goal of what's going on here. That's disgusting. It's vitriolic. You're downplaying a very serious conversation about a game that genuinely feels bad to play. That is, I hate reductive talking like that because it ruins the big premise of what the actual issue was with the game. I continually, ever since the game first came out, I kept saying, doesn't feel good. Game doesn't feel good. Everybody said, well, what does that mean? What does that mean? It doesn't feel good. I say it all the time. It doesn't feel good. If I'm hanging around somebody and I think the vibes are off, guess what? The vibes are off. I think the vibes are off. That's it. I just think the vibes are off. I don't need a deeper, bigger, more complex reasoning besides that. I could just say I don't like something. Did you know that? I could just do that. This is one of the few things that actually agitates me. This makes me way angrier than I thought I was going to, because of how it's shutting down. It's so just out of nowhere. We got 4 months with the game. You got 4 months with it. You got 4 months. This game, they were supposed to give us regular updates. They haven't given us an update in eons. They didn't give us an update for eons. So long it's been since we had an update just from the Multiversus team, and then they come out with this actual garbage. Besides the nonsense gobbledygook repost, all we had was just nonsense. This is just nonsense repost. Oh, repost. Oh, 25 more. Oh, the game's so good, and they reposted it. Oh, the game's still alive. The Multiversus reposted it. January 12th. Oh, somebody reposted this. This is great. No real updates. No real updates. No true updates. And you guys are so impressed by this is. I gotta point this out. Every time these patch notes came out, they always said they would give us this whole big gobbledygook about the patch notes. They're like, oh, they're so detailed with the patch notes. They're so detailed with the patch notes, because they would give us a lot of nonsensical patch notes, and it would be so detailed with everything they did. And they got lesser and lesser as time went on. I don't care about all this stuff. I want to say this right now. I don't care about all this stuff because it doesn't mean anything for the main core of the game. The average person, which is me, the idiot, because I'm stupid, doesn't care about this kind of stuff. I'm the average person, and I'm an idiot, and I don't care about any of this. I don't. I'm just upset that people actually believed in this company. On a very separate note, I've been stunted with my speech these past few days. I think I actually have damage from the car crash that I was in, because I'm having an issue having my cohesive speech, and I'm having an issue pulling things from my brain. I think I may need to go to the hospital. Outside of that, thank you guys for checking my video. Bye.